There we go, drum nerds, drum nerdesses. Yes, I have a mustache as of late. Welcome back. I'm not going to overpromise and underdeliver anything, um, but we're going to jump into some Band Maid. So they've put out some stuff. I've been everywhere and then some, and we don't need to go into that. If you have a Q&A desire, let me know. But let's just see if we can get this community back on board, and I don't take multiple hiatuses. So let's crack on with energetic. We've had a lot go on. There's probably a lot to talk about. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's kick it off. As always, never heard it, don't know what to expect. Let's try and dust off some of this rust. Already love the bass line. And it's a 5 string. Oh, he pauses too much. Shut up. Find another channel. Drum Nerd's coming back with a vengeance and no shits given. Ooh! So it's really impressive that she's gone from floor toms straight into open hi-hats, very loose and floppy, sloshy hats. You can hear that chunk, right? It drives it forward nicely. Ooh, subdivide. Love a subdivision. And that might have been a bottom triplet. It certainly come across as one. I'm sure you'll correct me in the comments. So again, there's so much going on. I'm trying to grab it all. You're going from floor toms. You got potentially a pullback from Zeppelin time with that bottom triplet. You got a floor tom groove at the beginning. You got loads of tom work going on to kind of color that whole thing. And there's just a lot of riding on that crash cymbal, which is really pushing it forward and it's exploding it up. The only problem with that, and I'm not saying it's not going to, but you're very limited in where you can go now because you've just used all your big voices on your drum kit. So I'm sure she'll figure it out. I'm not saying she didn't do this. I'm not saying this was done unintelligently or unintentionally or any of that stuff. I'm sure there's method to the madness. It's just be aware of that. I'm just posing these things. That's all I'm doing, posing these opinions. And that's subdivision too. I love a subdivided fill. Who doesn't? See, we're on floor tom now. Now we're on those loose hats. Double kick. And a bit of a middle 8 breakdown almost there. So with quarter notes on those crashes. The only solution to that, if you're wondering, by the way, is, again, just in your own playing, if you go, okay, I've got my crash now, I'm riding into that, I'm holding into that crash, where else can I go? If you have a China, go there. If you only have the bog standard and you've got a crash, think about subdividing the notes you're using on that crash. So if you're just holding down a real quarter note pulse on that crash, you can always add eighth notes to that and beef it up a bit, or you could add 16th, or you could go crash to floor tom. I always used to love doing that. You can go floor to crash, and there's just all these. There are ways that you can go bigger, even still, if you think you've maxed out your bigness level on that kit that you have, right? So always interesting, but not necessarily does bigger mean better, right? Not always. It's a great song, though. I'm loving it. Couldn't tell you what they're talking about, though. Got no idea. Got some reverb, kind of an effect, bit of a crunch on that vocal. Not reverb, sorry, distortion. I just want to hear that again. That's an incredible guitar section. The solo is great, but that wee wee, yeah. Moving down the scale. The bass and the drums are having a wicked conversation there, aren't they? Let's get that played right the way through. Love that low end. Great tom groove. That is an amazing tom pattern. You got a bit of a bass slide to come in again, but you could hear that quarter note pulse on the upbeat. That right, she was either stepping that on the hats or she was clapping that with her stick on a closed hat. See right here. I hope my box pause isn't covering it, but she's got quick release clutch. Now that quick release hi-hat clutch, you smack that black section of it, you clap that. I gotta stop saying clapping and all that stuff. Got her mind. But yeah, you hit that with your stick and it instantly releases it, so you can go back to playing what is effectively a closed hi-hat, right? And then when you step down on that hi-hat pedal, the pull rod comes down and it grabs the clutch again with that little hook, and it re-engages the clutch. So you don't just get rid of it and then not have it. That's how you use a quick release clutch. You smack it away with your stick, you step down to re-engage it. And so that's very useful and good to have if you're a double pedal player, because you can go between the two. That's one of the things that it's quite useful for, but it just, yeah, it helps you get in and out of certain patterns. So you can hear that skip. You can hear that skip note on that kind of upbeat phrased snare drum. Listen to that. So it gives that little bit of urgency, a little bit of, whenever you're hitting that upbeat, when you're kind of going up, 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 it kind of evokes that urgency, that oh we're coming out of our seats, we're going somewhere. So it gives that lift, which is very useful, very important to do. You don't have to always do it, but there we go. Look at that, eh? First video back, all good. I'm talking to a goddamn camera with nobody around, as if there's somebody around. I hope there's people around watching this, but we'll see if all those, was it the Texan effect guy, the horse drinking petrol can, all you OG boys and girls, if you could be in touch. If you're still even on the channel, let's see. Let's have a resurgence. I'll do the best I can to keep going. You can have clicked off at this point. That's fine. I don't get any ad revenue for it because it's a copywritten song, isn't it? Right. So the best thing you can do for me is tell me how much you enjoyed it in the comments below. And if you did enjoy it, I'm going to give away a secret. Tell me how much you hated it, because it still works with my algorithm. It's remarkable that you guys, you just don't get it really, but yeah, whatever. Yeah. This is why I ain't got a brand endorsement, because I'm too honest and to the point. But I'm going to stop that because there's more to look at now. You've got my lineup there of things to watch. And that was only a 9-minute, 30-second video. So go about your day. Have a wonderful time. Do something nice. Happy Friday, even though you might be watching this on Sunday or Saturday. Happy whatever day of the week it is that you're watching this on. Do something nice for somebody you don't know. Okay? Keep your stick on the ice.